Hello and welcome to your 15-minute thigh workout. We are going to begin standing up nice and tall, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to drop down into a squat, and as we stand up, we're going to kick one single leg out to the side. We're going to come into a wide stance in 3, 2, and 1. I want you to externally rotate your feet outwards. We're going to drop down into a sumo squat. And as you stand up tall, I want you to squeeze onto your glute muscles. Keep pressing your knees out to the sides to ensure that they don't roll inwards. Hold that sumo squat in 3, 2, and 1. Lift that right heel up, lower it down, and then alternate sides. Keep one heel lifted. We're going to pulse it out. Swap over sides in 3, 2, and 1. Stand up tall in 3, 2, and 1. Come down into your sumo squat position, then pivot your feet into a lunge and then alternate sides. Try to avoid standing up tall during this exercise. Try to stay as low as you can. Coming into some lunge position pulses in 3, 2, and 1. Swapping over to the other side. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up tall and give those legs a bit of a shake before we come down into our side lying series. Once you're lying down on your side, I want you to bend your bottom leg into a 90-degree bend with your feet in line with your spine. We're going to straighten out that top leg, moving through an arm and leg raise. Keep your abdominal muscles nice and tight. Keep bracing through your core to eliminate any rocking of the body during this exercise. We're going to meet with that arm and leg straightened out at hip height in 3, 2, and 1. Little leg pulses here. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Lower that top leg down on the floor so your knee meets the mat. I want you to straighten out that bottom leg, and when you're ready, we're going to slightly lift that bottom leg up and then lower it back down towards the mat. This is going to work your inner thighs. Keep maintaining a tight core, making sure that your abdominal muscles are activated and your back is in a neutral spine. We're going to swap over to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Beginning with that arm and leg raise, so lying down on your other side, straightening out that top leg, having a bend through your bottom leg. Make sure that your foot is in line with your spine and your core is engaged. We're going to meet with your arm and leg straightened out at hip height in 3, 2, and 1. Coming into those little leg pulses. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Now lowering that top knee down onto the floor so your knee meets the mat. Straightening out that bottom leg, we're going to move through that inner thigh lift. Keep bracing through your core, making sure that your abdominal muscles are switched on. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. For our next few exercises, we are going to lie down on our backs with our spine in a neutral position. I want you to straighten both legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to open and close those legs into a V, keeping those legs as straight as we can the whole time. We're going to meet with those legs nice and wide in that V position in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to draw little circles with our feet. We're going to reverse those circles in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to close those legs back together in 3, 2, and 1. Glue your heels together and externally rotate your feet outwards. We're going to move through a frog press, so drawing your knees into your chest and then shooting your legs straight back up to the ceiling. Next frog press, I want you to stretch your legs out on a 45-degree angle and then back up to the ceiling. So we're going to alternate what direction those legs go in, shooting them up to the ceiling, into the chest, then back out on that 45-degree angle. Now we're just going to move through that frog press on that 45-degree angle. We're going to come into our final round of circles. So when you're ready, we're going to straighten those legs up to the ceiling, open them wide into our V, and draw little circles with our feet. We're going to reverse those circles in 3, 2, and 1. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Place those feet down onto the mat with your knees bent. we're going to come into some bridges with an added clam. Tuck, peel and roll your pelvis up into a high bridge, adding on one single clam before lowering your spine down onto the mat. As you open your knees out wide into your clam position, your pelvis is going to want to drop. So keep squeezing onto your glutes and press your hips up to the ceiling to make sure your hips stay nice and high while moving through that clam. We're going to hold that bridge up high, just moving through our clams now. For a little added challenge, we're going to lift our heels up in the air while we move through those clams. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll your spine back down onto the mat. We're going to lift those legs into a tabletop position. Maintaining that 90-degree bend in your legs the whole time, we're going to open the knees out wide and then close them back into that starting position. Next time you open your knees out wide, we're going to add an extension, straightening through the legs before bringing them back to 90 degrees and then closing those knees back together. We're going to hold those knees open, just moving through that extension of the leg. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. For our final exercise, we are going to come into a 4-point kneel. So hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Moving through a few rounds of cat and cow. And when you're ready, we're going to find that neutral spine, that nice flat back. Moving through a fire hydrant exercise here. So maintaining that 90-degree bend, we're going to open up that right leg, lifting it out to the side. This exercise also works your glute muscles and your core strength, improves your balance and posture, and helps with your hip and knee mobility. We're going to come into some pulses in 3, 2, and 1. Swapping over to the other side, we're going to move through that fire hydrant on the left leg. Coming into our final round of pulses here. We have 3, 2, and 1. Sink your hips back into a child's pose. Open those knees out nice and wide. Reach those arms out in front of you. Wave yourself forward, dropping your hips down towards the mat, stretching out your spine, then pushing back into that child's pose one more time. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I'll see you in my next video.